Dudes. Well, Wasram, Master Welch is saying back, just talking about the Metroid Prime trailer that just released, but we're going to go back and watch the original trailer that came out in September. Then just watch it, share some thoughts, and look an overview.
Wasn't there a new trailer just released too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to watch that one after we watch the one that they did in September that showed the motorcycle. So,
Yeah.
without further ado, hooty hooty hoo.
Let's see this.
Oh, I can't hit play on that screen. I gotta go over here. Vroom.
Music sounds good.
Wonder what kind of school we've got to go to so we can teach Samus how to ride a motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That one looks cool.
I think that's like, what are your all's thoughts about the motorcycle?
I think it looks kind of interesting. I seen a gameplay trailer somewhere recently, probably like I think from like Tokyo Game Show or somewhere where they
That was
were
it. That was it.
driving driving the motorcycle in the desert. So I don't know. It looked pretty cool to me. It looks like it'd be a quick way to get from point A to point B for the exploration of areas, but in Metroid form, I guess like she has a ship, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, going on with that Metroid form, is this a way to disguise loading times? You know, like the doors in the original Metroid Prime and Prime 2, like you'd shoot the door and it might take 2 or 3 seconds to open. That was a way of disguising loading times. Was waiting for the door. And so maybe there's some stuff that you have to do in the overworld with the bike, but is it also a way of like point A to point B? You know, that desert area looks very barren. There's not a lot of stuff in there, so that can load quickly. And while you're driving to the next point, it's loading some of that next area so that you're not going to have to wait as long. Otherwise, it'd be disguised as a loading screen. And so this is just a gimmick, basically, to hide loading screens.
Here's another thought in which we don't know yet. Maybe her ship is damaged somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
Or storms are so bad that she can't bring it down and can't land. So, could be. There's definite possibilities.
What, you talking about using the bike?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, where the hell have you been? I mean, the bike looks cool and all. It looks like an open world type of thing. I don't. I noticed there might have been jumping puzzles in this. I don't know how good jumping puzzles would be in an FPS game, but
You haven't played any of the primes, have you?
I've played 1 and 2.
There's jumping segments that you got to jump up to platforms and stuff.
But you had the grappling hooks and stuff to do that, right?
Eventually, in some areas.
It's been a while
Okay,
since I played
I was
Prime
about to say
1 and 2.
it must have been a while, but there are areas that you have to jump up 2 or 3 times. There's platforms that are floating. I forget it, Fendrera Drift or something. I forget. For the first one, there's several areas that you got to jump around and do platforming.
I do remember that Prime, the music was amazing. Prime 1 and 2, the music was phenomenal. You could hear it in here that the music's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks cool. I don't have high expectations um when it comes to this, so
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that with this.
But see how barren that looks. And I mean,
Yeah,
maybe this is early gameplay, but like I said, it very well could be disguising load times, or you have to make it through a certain part of the game because, like Welch said, the ship is damaged, so it's crashed or hard landed, soft landed someplace where you got to get to it. Uh, but
Well, they
Does
kind of
the trailer show actually like the inception of you getting on the bike? Like, is it being unloaded anywhere? Like that's why I'm curious, like if it's a something she might have had sent to her from somebody, or
yeah,
it was
I'm
something that she salvaged off her ship, like
I'm guessing it's something you find on the planet. See, it just shows her getting on the bike.
oh, okay.
Futuristic electronic sounds. Woohoo! I love futuristic electronic sounds. But this one, I think, was really just showcasing
the bike.
the bike, which the bike actually got me a little bit less interested in the game. But she just jumped off there, so does it just go into her pocket and she can summon it at a later point, or is it you leave the bike someplace, you got to go back and get it?
No, I think it's you leave the bike and you have to go back and get it.
That's kind of interesting if that's the case, because
Kind
if you
of.
get to
I
the
mean,
far, because a lot of the areas you have your area, you have your entry area or entry areas. Sometimes there's two or three, and then you're trying to get through the other, an exit, one of the exit areas. And if you have to go back and get the bike, that seems kind of silly, but then it would also limit the available area where you could actually use the bike. So, but
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this, man.
oh, I've got it.
I
I've got it pre-ordered.
Yeah, I ordered the Switch version though, but the thing about the Switch version is it has the Switch 2 upgrade on it as well, I guess. So I was like, okay, I'm not missing much there then if it has the Switch 2 upgrade. Because if you buy the actual Switch 2 version, it's going to be a digital download anyways, isn't it? Since I don't have a Switch 2, so I don't
I
know.
thought it was physical.
I thought they were doing a physical for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Switch 2 games are just like the discs anymore though.
No, no,
It's
Oh
no,
just
no,
no.
no.
it's just the key.
Now Nintendo, I think for the most part, will be doing physical and digital, but they're not going to do the game keys. I guess what you mean, but there's less than a month. What is it today? The 7th, I think.
Sixth.
6th. Tomorrow is the 7th. Well, it's almost the 7th because it's 3/4 to 12.
So
So
here's what's weird too is go to that amiibo thing because as soon as I seen this and I was out on a fire when they released the amiibos, so I was in a service area where I was like, all right, I'm just gonna buy it quick because I won't be in service
I was going
anymore
to
and
say
they'll
you've got
sell
service.
out. Yeah, so why 11.6 for that? Like I got a notification mine is being shipped, but
I
why the gap with the other one? You
see
know?
that's I think it's because those two are fine, like to look at and study and everything, but that is, I believe, the end boss, and they don't want to reveal the end boss or anything up until like when the game comes out. Because then people might look at that, they might try to data mine something, they'll be like, oh, look, this is like what the end boss looks like and stuff. So they're trying to keep it as much a secret as possible,
The
and you
first
only have those two.
the first trailer shows this guy, and it looks like he has two Metroids attached to him.
Yeah, so it's like,
It's probably something to do with production.
you'd really think so?
Yeah, it could be
I thought it was they
just
were just hiding the thing.
as simple as that.
I wonder what they unlock.
I guess we'll find out in a little bit less than a month.
That amiibo on the left is the one from Smash.
That one?
That is her pose.
From
Dude, that
Smash.
is her pose, dude. That's the pose that they used in the trailers for that game.
So if that's just a rebrand of Smash, then really whatever. And then that really the only new one you're getting is going to be that one right there, because the game that he played so much, she was in a different color armor.
Oh, you mean the Smash amiibo.
That
And I
is,
don't collect these. I
I
just
think
bought these for the upgrades in the game.
I
that might be the Smash
I don't think
amiibo.
it is,
You
because
really don't. The armor may be different, but the pose is exactly the same.
oh, here, let me. I don't have to put that over there. I can put it overhead. Oh no, I can't. Poop.
You got to go to amiibo.com for the functionality.
But here's the different amiibos. Oh, here's a coin collection. But
Yeah.
I'm guessing these are the existing.
That one's super rare.
Yeah,
The Metroid on it.
the Metroid one's pretty cool, but yeah, I'm not gonna pay what they're selling for.
That really looks like the Smash pose that she does.
Yeah, but it's not. I think one of these is the Smash, isn't it?
Those two are.
So, yeah,
Huh.
but that was the one that was released. The video that was released in September. Yeah,
But there's a new trailer that just came
there
out.
is a new trailer, and it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or something like that. No, not really. I watched it once. I couldn't even tell you what it what it was. I don't remember.
All I know is the new trailer came out. I didn't see anything.
Well, let's take a look at that. See what you guys think. Oh, it's playing quick. I thought I'd turned it off. We're gonna start that over.
Well, there's her ship.
Yeah. We'll go back and look at that in a second. So possible starting area right there. New suit. That was the boss right there. Funny that they're advertising the Switch 2 edition, not the Switch version.
So it was a Switch 2 edition. Was that the new trailer that just came out?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, this is what I don't understand. The beginning of this, there's her ship.
Yeah. And it just drops her off like it does in other games. But see, that part of her flying around just was like, oh man, it'd be so awesome if you could actually fly the ship and blow stuff up.
Yeah, it looked like a dogfight.
Yeah. I mean, it comes flying in, just blow something up, and then it lands and you just go off and do your thing.
You could see them fighting in the air.
Mm-hmm. You know,
The
different
thing I
areas.
don't understand is all the like wolf-looking creatures. It's like, I don't know, that just seems kind of
Probably
not
something.
very sci-fi, like easy pickings, just put a
Yeah.
wolf in there.
Yeah, just easy to render a wolf character.
It's leftover resource from Twilight Princess.
That was a great game.
But I think this one's supposed to have some motion controls if you want to use them. So just like in the third
I
one, you can
I
grab
don't, dude. I want to play just like Metroid Prime, dude. I do not like motion controls. That's
Yeah,
why I
no.
never Corruption. Man, they need to redo Corruption without that.
I thought the motion controls were fine. Oh. Trying to get it to your fox. Or wolf. See?
Yeah. And it howled too, which is
Yep.
like, are you serious, dude?
Yeah. It's like, oh look, but see, it's got extra things over here on the side, so it's a special wolf thing that will hurt you in your metal suit.
Yeah,
Bet you it's probably a frozen boss. The boss
yeah,
of
it's
the
like
Frozen Wasteland.
Now, see, look, there's
and
multiples
a
of
pack
them.
of them.
See, look at she's getting encircled.
They just don't look very like Metroid, like opaque neon colored stuff, you know, or
Uh,
heavily armored glowing eye creatures, you know, like that one boss they show is kind of reminiscent of something that'd be Metroid-y, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the wolf just looks like a cheap design.
it just looks like a wolf, not a
Yeah,
fancy
it does
wolf.
not. It just don't look like a Metroid,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, they look like wolves with extra, like, have long hairs or tendrils or something. And then you get your robots.
The one thing you guys have to keep in mind with all of this and watching this is the Switch 2 handheld.
What is that? Pause it. What is that?
The what?
The mechanoid
The one that jumps
when
in,
she scans him.
just showing off
You,
the scanning function, like in
you,
Prime.
you're
Oh,
Yeah,
all
but
the
I
probably
want to
Prime
see
games.
what it
scanning to find a
says.
weakness.
Scanning complete. Mechanoid, Cybot Soldier, basic
Cybot
mode
soldier.
of Lamarin made, Cybot battle. Ah,
Android.
Android type.
okay.
So I don't. The thing with these videos is that I don't know if they show if they say, oh, this is on a monitor, gaming monitor, or TV, or if this is in handheld mode. Because handheld mode, you're running at you're running at excellent quality. It's an excellent screen. Yes, it's not an OLED screen.
They're
I
not
don't know
going to
why.
show it in handheld mode. They're showing
No, but
it
maybe this.
from being because it has to be docked in order for them to capture video from it. So
But
it's docked.
Maybe Nintendo has a special switch where they can record on the screen. But
Why would they when it's going to be a lesser quality than when it's docked?
I will tell you this. I will be blunt with the both of you. I have a OLED 45-inch monitor. Okay, it's an ultra wide screen. When I loaded Final Fantasy Tactics to play on the Switch, I had to shrink the screen down to 70% in order to make it look decent. And this is the Switch 2 sitting on the dock. The Switch games, I had to go up to about 85 to about 90% on the monitor for them to look good, decent. You have to shrink the screen. I
But that's also for a monitor that you're sitting how far from? It's not a TV that you're sitting multiple feet from.
but I personally, who we have 55, 60, 70, 80, 90s. No one has a 45-inch TV anymore. No one has smaller TVs anymore. Okay? That's what gets me upset about these Nintendo advertisements with this. Yes, it is on the Switch too. Okay, great. It's going to look, good and stuff like this. What are you casting this on? Because from have owning a Switch 2, I play it in handheld mode because it looks amazing. Battery sucks. I put it into the dock and I play it on my screen and it looks okay, but at a smaller size. I wish like this game looks amazing, but I really wish and I've seen this reaction when multiple people like, I can't wait for this to come out. This is gonna look amazing. I'm pumping this. Yeah, let's go hard. Fist pumping in the air for this game. Oh, I can't wait. Samus Aran, she's hot in her metal suit, man. But yeah, don't even ask. I saw your face on that one. But the screen, it's like what are you showing this on? Like
Nintendo
what?
uses off the shelf old hardware as much as they can. This is not something new. It's not surprising. The Switch wasn't able to output good quality video
Facts.
compared to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and now the Series and PS5, and there's no difference with the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is the original Switch on roids. All it is a little bit stronger. It's a little bit beefier. It's not breaking technology. That's not what Nintendo does. If that's what you want, go buy a different console or play a
You
different
see,
console if you've already got
I'm
one.
just, I'm just saying. I wish, like, with games like this that are going to be front runners for Nintendo, you really should be more like you should have more visible, more. You should provide more visibility into what you're casting this on to really tell people.
Who does that? No company does that.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of PlayStation's trailers. It'll say footage taken from
4K.
PC. You
Yeah.
know, it'll say not on actual hardware. So I mean, when I see that, that kind of makes me
But that's
laugh a
not
little bit.
saying
But
okay, it was on such and such device and doing such and such thing. It's no, this was the PC version versus the PlayStation version. You know, that's would be like for the Halo announcement. I don't know if Microsoft did it, but they could have been like this captured on PlayStation 5, this captured on Xbox Series X. But they're not going to give you any more information than that. It's like, oh yeah, we put it out, but we ran it through a filter, and then we upscaled it, and then downscaled it, and then mirrored it, and twisted it, and changed the alpha and the hue and all this. They're not going to tell you that. It's like
I would
when
just
you buy a hamburger from a fast food restaurant, it never looks like it does in the commercial.
It's very true. I want to know if this is like my only gripe with it is I want to know if this is on handheld version or if this is like on something. Like what do you know?
There would be no reason for them to capture it from the handheld version, knowing that it is a inferior view. That's my 2 cents about that.
I agree with you on that one. I totally agree. But you understand like the point where I'm coming from,
Yeah,
right?
it could be seen as false advertising, as they're like,
I'm
oh yeah,
I'm
they
like
use a
you.
19-inch screen, or they're outputting it for a 19-inch screen or something, so it looks really good when you stand 5 feet away.
And another thing, hey, you guys don't have the Switch 2. Why aren't you showing me Switch footage?
Because
yeah,
they're not trying to sell us a Switch. We have a Switch. They're trying to sell Switch 2s.
I have seen side by side comparison screens
Oh, you have?
that are out, and the Switch. Yeah, I don't know where I seen it, but it didn't look like a huge difference. I mean,
No, I don't think
I
so.
guess reflections and that might be a little better on the Switch too, but
Personally, Welsh, I'll be 1000% honest with you. The OLED original Switch versus the Switch 2, the OLED hands down is
Everyone says that.
phenomenal.
Everyone, I think, is that has played on an OLED is not happy with the screen with the Switch 2.
Night and day.
But guess what? They bought a Switch 2. Good way of telling Nintendo, hey, this is what we really wanted. You
No,
know,
yeah.
sorry,
the,
people whine and complain, but they still, you know, you give them your money and then you whine and complain. It's like, well, stop buying their stuff.
I do regret
Return
I
them.
bought a Switch 2. I do regret it, but I mean, my Switch battery, my Switch was older than, so.
Yeah. But
But
interesting thing is, I wonder where you're gonna have to attack this guy.
yeah, I think that's a scan option.
I
Oh,
think I
you
think
said
that's I think that's you put the morph ball in the belly and go boom.
you
Yeah.
said motion controls. Can you can play with the Joy Cons?
I don't know, but I doing that thing and pulling it seems kind of silly to do that with a button press. I think they're
Yeah,
still pushing motion control somewhat. I mean, the thing is, if this game is half as good as Prime 2, and I'm using Prime 2 because I think Prime was still a better game, um, I think it'll still be fun. It'll be enjoyable. It could be, the killer game to own for Switch and Switch 2 owners. But, like, I've got it pre ordered. I was excited for it when they announced it, eons ago. And then they went back to the drawing board and I guess gave it back to what was it? Was it Rare Studios?
No, retro.
Retro Studios. Thank you.
oh wow.
And I mean, I think it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna enjoy my time with it. the first game I've pre-ordered, and hoping to get it actually on the 4th, because that's a Thursday, and then I'll be able to go home and play it all day Friday if I want to.
Work from home.
No, because I'm taking Friday off.
Oh, for this.
No, because I'm taking the following Friday off too, and the one after that. I try to
Oh.
save some of my vacation time and take Fridays off, so every day is a 4-day work week.
Use it or lose it, PTO.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks cool. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be worth picking up. Is it going to be, in the case of the Switch, it's $60. In the Switch 2, it's 70. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. We'll see.
Why is the price? Why is there a price difference?
You pay for more shiny. That's it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because I'll have the Switch version, so I can probably give you an idea of what.
Yeah, and I'll have the Switch version as well.
I pre-ordered it. I mean, it looks cool.
But did you pre-order the Switch or the Switch 2 version?
The Switch 2 version.
So see, you're paying for a little bit more shiny. It will be interesting to find out though. Is the Switch 2 version just the Switch version with the upgrade that you get to download, or is it actually included on the card?
I would love to know when Welsh brought that up. I would love to know what is being upgraded that you are downloading. What possibly could be being upgraded? I don't under like from a
Higher
software.
resolution textures.
Okay. I was gonna say from a software perspective, like I don't understand what you possibly could do to make it more like you're downloading something to. I didn't understand. I
Because
just I didn't.
that's what for the consoles now, from one generation to the next, all it is it, you get higher resolution textures, you get better shadows, you get better lighting, more shiny. The crazy thing is, like Destiny on the 360 versus Xbox One, I think the 360 was like 8 gigs or maybe even less than that, and the Xbox One version was over 20 gigs. So pretty big size difference between the two. Higher resolution. That's it. And I mean, it's not, for me, a lot of that stuff, it's not worth it. It's not worth the space it takes. I think that's
It's
why
not even
retro gaming
like
is so good.
I definitely could see what you're talking about with that with the higher resolution and whatnot. I understand that completely. For Destiny, yes, but this is a Switch game. We're not expecting groundbreaking graphics. So
You're not, but the thing is, it's gonna look nice.
yeah,
I mean,
I got
like what Nintendo game doesn't look nice when they release it?
oh, one other thing, um, to the two of you and everyone out there, just to mention as well. You spoke about load times. So the unicorn in the room with the Switch 2 for load times is, hey, you have a Switch 2. You load things on the actual Switch 2 itself. That is a separate load time than the Nintendo SSD card
Yep.
that is in the system. Because the SSD card is a faster read than the actual card that's in the Switch itself. Yes.
The the drive in the Switch. Yes, I thought you were about to say the opposite. Yes, the physical. If you
Yeah.
put a card in, it's going to load slower. That's not really that different. If you think back to the Xbox 360 and the PS3, you were loading it from a disc. It was slower. We were all so excited when you could install the game and get those faster load times. And now you don't even have an option. You have to install the game before you can even play it. So,
Right.
not really the route that I'd want to go down. I'd take the slower load times and not have to install it before you could even play it.
Yeah,
But
this is true.
we've been going for about a half hour.
That's not bad.
I think it might be time to call it. Is any closing thoughts? I mean, we've all got it pre-ordered. Welch and I have it on the Switch. You got it for the Switch 2, saying so. We will, we'll find out in less than a month. I don't know.
Just
Maybe
gonna
we
have
could
to
have
wait and see.
a stream on the 4th and all just be playing it at the same time.
That'll be cool.
That could be fun. Start off together and then see how far we
How
can
we
make
play
it.
Metroid. How we
Yeah.
all play Metroid.
Oh, Super Metroid.
How do we have a different play style?
Yeah. Oh, that would be interesting. Okay,
I,
we can't play it until we get together that Thursday night.
oh, it's alright. Mine will stay sealed for like the next 6 years.
Nope, you got to play it that night. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it'll be worth the $60 that I traded stuff for, but we'll find out. I enjoyed the other Prime games, so I think it'll be all right. But what are y'all's closing thoughts?
I think it'll be worth it. I'm ready for that. I actually still need to pop in my Metroid Prime remaster and play that.
I'm
I
still
haven't
waiting
played
for
it
that to
yet.
drop in price. I want to pay $20 for it.
Dude, that's such a good game though. I can just remember the GameCube days when I played that,
Yeah,
man. Like, man,
yeah.
such an awesome game.
It's one of the reasons why I wanted to get a GameCube was for Prime.
Yes.
What about
That
you
was
saying? What
my
are your
thing.
closing thoughts?
No, it's I agree. It looks interesting. I haven't played a Prime game in a while. Um, but Echoes I think was yeah, Echoes was
Prime
the
2
last one
Echoes,
that
yeah.
I mean, and that's I loved Prime and Prime 2. I thought they were great games. Music was great, atmosphere was great, everything. Prime was a phenomenal game. I played that for hours and hours, and I had tons of fun on it. Hopefully they're starting Nintendo's starting to come back to where they originally were with games like this. So we'll see what happens.
This was been in the making for quite some time.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. You know, they may have screwed me with the Wind Waker, Twilight Princess combo that they were supposed to come out with, but
Oh,
hopefully they do us right with this.
yeah. All
We'll
right.
see.
Well, it's kind of hard to say stay Sega when we're talking about a Nintendo game. So, stay Sega unless you're talking about Metroid Prime.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there you go.